From the fluffy Samoyed to the sleek greyhound, our canine companions come in all shapes, sizes, and coats. But one thing unites many of them: the seemingly endless supply of hair they leave behind on our clothes, our furniture, and just about everywhere else. It's a universal experience for dog owners, sweeping up tufts of fur and wondering, where does it all come from? Why do dogs shed? The answer is a fascinating story that takes us back thousands of years, deep into the science of their biology and across the incredible diversity of the dog world. To truly understand why your furry friend leaves a little piece of themselves everywhere, we need to travel back in time, long before they were our pampered pets. We need to look at their ancestor, the wolf. For wolves, survival in the wild is a game of adaptation, and their coat is a critical piece of gear. As the seasons change, so does their fur. In the bitter cold of winter, they grow a dense, fluffy undercoat. This layer traps air, creating a powerful insulator that keeps them warm against freezing temperatures. But when spring arrives and the weather warms up, that heavy winter coat becomes a liability. It would cause them to overheat, so they shed. This process, often called blowing coat, is a massive, seasonal shedding event where the entire undercoat is lost to make way for a lighter, cooler summer coat. It's a brilliant evolutionary strategy, ensuring the wolf is perfectly dressed for any weather. Our modern dogs, no matter how far removed they seem from their wild cousins, have inherited this very same mechanism. Whether they live in a snowy mountain range or a temperature-controlled apartment, their bodies are still programmed with this ancient seasonal rhythm. Shedding isn't a flaw, it's a legacy of survival. We know it's natural, but what's actually happening on a biological level? It all comes down to the hair growth cycle, which every single hair on your dog's body goes through. This cycle has three main phases. First is the anagen phase, or the growth phase. This is when the hair is actively growing from the follicle. The length of this phase determines how long a dog's hair can get. Next is the catagen phase, a short transitional period where the hair stops growing and the follicle begins to shrink. Finally, we have the telogen phase. This is the resting stage. The hair is no longer growing, but it's still attached. Eventually, this old hair is pushed out by a new hair entering the anagen phase, and that's what we see as shedding. The length of these cycles varies dramatically between breeds and even individual dogs, but the cycle itself is universal. However, the hair cycle isn't the only thing at play. A variety of other factors can influence how much and how often a dog sheds. Diet is a huge one. A well-balanced diet, rich in omega fatty acids and essential nutrients, supports a healthy coat and skin, which can help regulate shedding. On the other hand, a poor diet can lead to dry, brittle hair that breaks and sheds more easily. Stress is another major contributor. Just like in humans, stress hormones can wreak havoc on a dog's body. Then one of the first places you might see it is in their coat, leading to excessive shedding. Think about a trip to the vet. Many dogs will stress shed all over the examination table. Allergies, both environmental and food-related, can also cause skin inflammation and hair loss. And of course, underlying health issues. From hormonal imbalances like thyroid problems to skin parasites or infections, can disrupt the normal hair growth cycle and cause abnormal shedding. Do you ever notice a sudden drastic change in your dog's shedding pattern? Especially if it's accompanied by bald patches, skin irritation, or other symptoms. It's always a good idea to consult your veterinarian. They can help rule out any medical causes and ensure your dog is happy and healthy from the inside out. Now, let's talk about one of the most visible aspects of shedding, the huge difference between breeds. This is where we see a tale of two coats. On one side, you have the heavy shedders. Think of breeds like the Siberian Husky, the German Shepherd, or the Golden Retriever. These are typically double-coated breeds. They have that soft, dense undercoat we talked about, inherited from their wolf ancestors. Plus, a top coat of longer guard hairs that protect them from rain, sun, and dirt. These breeds often experience those dramatic seasonal sheds, or blowing coat, twice a year, usually in the spring and fall. During these periods, the undercoat comes out in massive clumps, and it can feel like you're living in a snow globe of fur. This is perfectly normal for them. Their bodies are just responding to the changing daylight hours, preparing for the season ahead. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the low-shedding breeds. Poodles, schnauzers, and many terrier breeds fall into this category. People often call them hypoallergenic, but that's a bit of a misnomer. No dog is truly 100% hypoallergenic, as allergens are also found in dander and saliva. However, these breeds shed significantly less. Why? It comes back to that hair growth cycle. Their hair has a much longer anagen or growth phase. It grows continuously, much like human hair. Because it doesn't enter the telogen resting and shedding phase as often, less hair falls out. Instead of shedding, their hair can become matted, if not groomed, regularly. That's why these breeds require consistent brushing and professional grooming appointments to keep their coats healthy and tangle-free. Their hair texture is also different. It's often curly, wiry, or single-layered, which helps trap any loose hairs within the coat instead of letting them fall onto your floor. And for an extreme example, we have the hairless breeds, like the Chinese crested or the Zoloits quintly. A genetic mutation means they have very little to no fur to shed at all, though they have their own unique skincare needs. This incredible variety in coats is a testament to the specific jobs and environments. These breeds were developed for over centuries of selective breeding. So, the next time you find a clump of dog hair on your favorite black sweater, remember the incredible story behind it. It's a tale of evolutionary adaptation, a finely tuned biological cycle, and a legacy written in their very DNA. Shedding is not a sign of a bad dog or a dirty home. It's a natural, essential process that shows your dog's body is working just as it should. From the husky blowing his winter coat in preparation for summer hikes, to the poodle whose hair keeps growing and growing. Each strand tells a story of survival, science, and the beautiful diversity of our best friends. It's all part of the wonderful, sometimes messy, joy of sharing our lives with a dog. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey into the world of dog fur fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Canine Secrets for more deep dives into the amazing world of animals. We'll see you next time.